Bit of a weird one, this. I'm John Redland with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 30 Night 17 event, A Block Finals. But before I get started, in regards to the Will Osprey situation, new information has come out, and I would like to apologize if I helped spread any misinformation about the situation. I would like to apologize for that. As a wrestling fan, as a human being, that's not what I'm about, and nobody should be about that. And I do also want to say, I never told him to end his life. I never told him to enter a deep depression or anything like that. And any fans that did, that is goddamn wrong. I don't apologize for any of the jokes I made or any of the nicknames I came up with, because guess what? I'm not going to fucking apologize for that. But there's making jokes and there's going too far, and some people went too far. So I do apologize for that. But if you think that I'm going to feel bad about any jokes I made, no. Too bad if you don't like it. I don't fucking care. So, English commentary from Kevin Kelly, Chris Charlton, and Rocky Romero via remote location, of course. And I gotta be honest, the first half of this event, there was one good match and everything else was kind of eh. Gabriel Kidd and Yota Tsuji, it was a nice young line match. You know, we've seen these guys face off a bunch. Yota Tsuji kind of dominating with a swing and the Boston Crab for a quick win. Jeff Cobb versus Yujiro Takahashi. I mean, I don't really care about Yujiro. Cobb's good. I really like Cobb. Referee distraction, cane usage, Olympic slam, pimp juice for 3. So Yujiro gets his first 2 points on the final night of A Block action. Shingo Takagi versus Minero Suzuki. Instant fisting action between these two. And this match was good. It sort of matched what they did at Jingu Stadium without the super hot weather where they were all gassed afterwards. And I don't blame them. It was a really, really hot summer. The flying armbar by Suzuki, that was really good stuff. The Fujiwara armbar, he got the choke on, but what shocked me was the last of the Dragons just out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. I mean, Shingo Takagi gained the victory pretty goddamn quickly. So that was a good way to end the first half going to intermission. And then we get Okada versus Will Osprey. Now, I want to say, regardless of nickname, whatever. I've been calling Will Osprey the aerial ass for a while because he's been acting like that since Power Struggle last year, when he was like, nobody's left or whatever, and then Hiromu makes his return and he'd been acting more heelish. And then the pandemic happened and we didn't get to see the full development of that, because we probably would have seen this happen sooner, maybe at Dominion. But anyway, the match was good. It had a quick start, Sasuke special, a DDT outside. You know, they tried, a whole bunch of stuff. The DDT outside slowed it down. Here's the thing. They got the move spamming. They got the stuff. These guys this match felt a little off to me. And I'm talking like just in general. It was a good match, but something felt a little bit off. And it turned out that I had a right to, wonder if maybe they were going to do something stupid. And they did. We get the Os Cutter, the money clip. I got to be honest. Okada is trying with that. And it's like, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. But he's got the money clip on. And then B. Priestley, Will Osprey, are they engaged or are they married? I actually don't know. I think they're engaged at least. But, his woman shows up. B. Priestley shows up. Okay, bit weird. I was like, B? What the hell's B doing here? And then suddenly, Oka, there was a young lion, a few years ago, and then went on excursion. He's come back with an all-new look. And, I mean, he had that look. I think he's had that look for a little bit. But it was very, very strange. He shows up and just attacks Okada while the referee's all distracted. Stormbreaker for 3. That was a very WWE, late WCW style finish, and I didn't like it. And it's not that I have a problem with them turning Will Osprey heel. It's about time they did, honestly. Whether, regardless of any outside stuff or whatever, it was time to make the switch to put Will Osprey in the heel position. He hits a hidden blade on Okada afterwards, cementing the heel turn. You held me back. Yelling, fuck you, that kind of stuff. So Will Osprey getting, to 12 points. So he still got a chance. I mean, outside chance, but he still got a chance. But it was just strange, and I don't know how this is going to work. Now, it could lead to Will Osprey having a stable, and that's fine. And Oka having this look, cool. B, I mean, I don't know, like, is she just going to be a second there for some New Japan shows? Because unless they're going to suddenly have Stardom matches on, like some of their bigger shows, like to open the show, kind of like, what they did for Wrestle Kingdom, the dark match. I don't really know, other than being a valet, what her role will be. I don't know. What do you guys think? I didn't really like this, and it wasn't anything against Osprey. It wasn't anything against any of the pieces involved. Just something about this just didn't click with me. They turned him heel, so at least they did that. Taichi versus Kota Ibushi. It's cool. A kickboxing match broke out. This was uncomfortable. Now, I give them credit for just beating the piss out of each other and kicking the piss out of each other. and kicking the hell out of each other and probably tearing a bunch of muscles and bruising and blood clots. And I will be amazed if Kota Ibushi can make it to the finals and do that stuff. They're going to have to ice him. They're going to have to do whatever therapeutic they can to take care of him. But ooh, this was uncomfortable to me. This was really, and it wasn't bad. I'm not saying I won't watch it again, but it was uncomfortable. They kicked the crap out of each other. And then eventually Kamigoye 1, 2, 3. So Ibushi getting the victory and beating Taichi, and Taichi had to be carried out by Yota. Ibushi, after the adrenaline had just worn off, couldn't even walk. That was very uncomfortable. It was very unique. It was different. I won't fault them for doing something different, but don't do something like that again. Don't. At least not for another year plus, because Kota is only a couple years younger than me. I mean, it's like he's a phenomenal athlete, but the human body can only take so much. But anyway, that was a little uncomfortable to me. And then we get Tomohiro Ishii versus Jay White with Gato. Trash talking Ishii is never a good idea. This match was comparable to the one they had to G1 last year. But once Gato interferes, the fun begins. I mean, Jay White had been targeting the knee, and there was some good stuff with this, but I don't know. There were actually a few funny lines from Kevin Kelly. A stiffening Tomohiro Ishii, and Ishii stiffens up. I promise you, I dealt with that. Both those lines with the good taste and maturity you've come to expect from me, and if you expect that, really, you're at the wrong channel. Jay did land badly outside at one point. I hope he's okay, because he looked a little banged up after that. And I don't mean like, wrestling's a contact sport. No, he looked like he was really hurt. Big superplex by Ishii. Gato kept interfering. We get ref bumps, all this stuff and everything. More, countering move trade. And it looks like Jay White's going to get the victory. Nope. Vertical drop brainbuster. 1, 2, 3. Tomohiro Ishii wins. And thus, even though Jay White beat Ibushi, since they didn't end up tied, Ibushi ended up with 2 more points. He advances to the finals. Good stuff. Surprising. Gato's upset and saying to Jay White, it's okay. Jay White's going to get ousted out of Bullet Club at the finals. Something's going to happen. Either Evil's going to lose at the finals, and we're going to have that faction war or something like that if Evil gets to the finals, or we're just going to have a face-off at some point. But it's going to happen. Jay White's going to be in World Tag League with somebody. I don't know who the fuck with. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Retlin. I'll see you soon.